Hello and welcome. We are
the Sisters of the Holy Fiber.
Hello.
Hello, my name's Devon. I'm also known as Rambunctiousky on Ravelry and Dynamic Devon on Instagram. Come say hello. Who are you?
I'm TinyKiwi, not on Instagram. I know I have an Instagram somewhere. I don't remember what I
But
put
you're
on it.
TinyKiwi on
Ravelry.
Ravelry. Yes.
Yes.
I
Sorry,
have
I'm
all
taking-
the things.
Oh, go for it. I'm taking
so
apart
excited.
a calculator.
Wow,
So
that
that's not
calculator.
bad.
That's one of them old ones.
Yes.
Are you taking
It
it
doesn't-
apart?
Yeah, I am. To replace the battery.
It's MacGyver. I guess that's not really MacGyvering.
I was like, replacing battery, that's like easy peasy. Go for it. What have you got?
Well, it's been a couple weeks, so I have finished some things.
Nice.
And, sometimes, that happens in this podcast, and that's the way it is. The way it is. But we're happy to be back.
Yes. Oh, look at you. So pretty.
So this is the Dotted Rays, if I could hold it. The Dotted Rays shawl. It's by Stephen West. And it's a really neato pattern. It's just kind of neato. Those last rows down here, these ones, oh my god, they took forever.
Like they do.
And this is the small version of the shawl. You could have kept going. I think I would have stabbed my eyeballs.
Yeah.
The yarn is Numma the special. That's the purple yarn, and the white is Jaeger that I had in my stash. This is an I-cord bind off that also took forever. So for every stitch on the edge, you have to knit 3 stitches to do the I-cord bind off. But it looks good now that it's done. It actually didn't take as forever as I thought it was going to take. So that was nice. The only reason that this is done is because I went on a trip to a music teacher convention and I was in the airport and then they delayed my flight for 2 hours. So I was already 2 hours early like a good girl. And then it was 2 hours. So I was in the airport for 4 hours and then I was on a flight for another 4 hours. And then I had the flight home. And I brought this with me.
Smart. Very smart.
So it was like the only thing I knit on. As I knit on it, I liked the yarn less and less.
Aww.
So I'm going to wash it and see if it softens up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still really like the pattern. I like the finished object. I found some stuff in my wardrobe that it went with. I thought it went with this color shirt pretty well. Or this sweater. The other thing I wanted to say is that the Numma is a fingering weight and the Jaeger is like a fingering sport weight. So I actually used a different needle when I was knitting with the Jaeger. I used size 5. Yeah, size 5. So this was all knit with a size 6 and this was knit with a size 5. So I would knit this part and then when I would get to where I wanted to use the Jaeger, I would use a different needle. To try and kind of minimize the difference between the two. And it worked out fine. It looks great.
Yeah, you can't really tell. Looks great.
I'm super happy it's done. I am also super happy that I decided to just carry that yarn up here.
Right.
Because I had like 5 ends to weave in still. And I was like gonna stab myself with the needle. Like, oh my god. And if I'd had all of these to weave in, this might not be done.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have woven it in. So highly recommend if you're doing the dotted rays pattern to just hold that yarn in there and knit it into the middle of the I-cord edge thing. So
smart.
Yay!
Oh, dropping things. Cool beans. Looks great.
Yeah.
I like. It reminds me of a nautilus.
Yes. So I really like it. I'm really happy it's done.
Yeah.
I would say that I might knit one of these again, except I have like 10 other Stephen West shawls that I want to try. So it's much more likely that I will make one of the other ones instead of making this one over again. But I did really like this pattern. There are a lot. When you look at this pattern, you're like, oh my gosh, that is a lot of instructions. But then you do a couple of the repeats and you're like, oh, I get it. And then you don't really need the instructions anymore. I mean, it's nice to have them to check that you've got the right stitch counts and stuff, but it's pretty intuitive. So, loved this pattern. A+.
Mm-hmm.
I have socks.
Oh, nice.
Yes, there are two.
Yeah,
I don't have sock blockers and I don't have a sock thing.
that's fine.
I don't have sock blockers because I block my socks by putting them on my feet and then putting them in my shoe and then wearing them around because guess what my feet do? Sweat. Yay! Instant blocking.
Yeah, right?
Here it is on my hand.
That's pretty cute.
So this is Hermiones Everyday Sock, and it's in Bull and Vine yarns in one of her one-of-a-kind colorways. I super loved doing this pattern. My favorite part is the heel right here, because this is an Eye of Partridge heel, and this is a garter stitch on the side of the heel flap, and oh my gosh, did I like picking up in those purl bumps. So nice. Good. Then I knit about this much of the foot, and I wanted to be done. I was like, I can cast off now, right? I started measuring from the heel. No. Like 3 more inches to do. Jesus.
You're funny.
So, super happy that they're done. Just in time for when it got cold. I've already worn them. So they're a little fuzzy because they've already been in my shoes. I love this yarn. It's soft but not too soft.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like fall apart soft. It's good. So that's another finished object. And then I have a half finished object. This is something that I was planning on making. I don't know if I told you. I can't remember. I think I did. The Clariday hat. The Brooklyn tweed.
Perhaps. It's pretty cute.
It's for Terry. It's a color. All the cables.
Yes.
Yes.
Never too many cables.
I haven't done cables in a long time. And I was doing these and I was like, yes, cables! So I really enjoyed it. I really like the positive and negative space in this particular cable pattern. This is Clariday. It's by Michelle Long from her capsule collection for Brooklyn Tweed. This yarn is Madelinetosh, and the Madelinetosh Tosh Vintage in the Grasshopper colorway.
Mm-hmm.
This yarn is so soft. It's so soft. I haven't made Terry very many things in yarns that are like super soft, and she is like a little princess in the pea when it comes to yarn scratchiness. And I'm like, why don't I make her some things in the beautiful soft yarns that I know exist and that are out there? So that's what I'm trying to do.
Smart.
The reason it's not finished is because it needs a pom-pom. So I have to make a pom-pom. And then I sneaky yesterday, she was wearing one of the other hats I'd made her that has a pom-pom, and I was like, do you like having a pom-pom in your hat? She's like, yeah. Like, okay. So I'll put one on this one too. And I have enough yarn left. So the pattern is originally for Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. And so this is obviously not that yarn. It's a different yarn. But what's nice is that if you made this out of Brooklyn Tweed Shelter, you would need 2 skeins of it because there isn't quite enough in one skein. But I was able to make this with only 1 skein of the Madelinetosh.
Right.
So that was nice. And I think I have enough left over for a nice sized pom-pom because I have this much left over. So that's it's going to be a nice pom-pom size. So, and I'm really glad that when I bought this, I had them only cake up one of these so I could take back the other skein that I didn't use. Because I thought about, like, keeping this in my stash, but when else am I going to use this color? Like,
no, you don't. You wouldn't.
I'm not in this weight of yarn. Like, I just don't really think it's going to do it. So I'm just going to take the other skein back.
Yeah.
Have you done cabling before?
Yeah.
I thought so. One of the things about cabling is that sometimes the stitches, they don't lie down flat. Let me see if I can find a good example.
That was one of the reasons I learned to knit, was I wanted to cable.
So here you can see, like, this column of stitches is going nicely that way. Well, and this column is kind of like...
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So one of the reasons it does that is because there's too much yarn there. So this time when I was knitting, for the first time ever, I tried a couple of different things to fix it, to see what I could do. And I think that it did help with a lot of the stitches. So what I did was, on the stitches next door, I purled through the back loop. And whenever you do something through the back loop, it twists the stitch, and so it uses a little bit more of the yarn. Some people hate purling through the back loop, and I could care less. So, whatever. It was no biggie to me. But I think it made, especially like down here on these cables, it made them look nicer. So,
crisp.
Yeah. So I'm happy with that.
Cool. Little experimentation panned out.
Yeah. So I'm also really happy that I have, this is, going to be a Christmas present, and I just need to do the pom-pom and it's done, and it's not even December. So that feels nice.
Yes.
So,
good.
I've been a busy girl.
Yeah, you have. My gosh.
But that's it for me. Do you have anything finished objects wise?
No, I've been working on non-fiber things. I haven't touched the dishcloth. I just don't care at all about it right now. It's in timeout.
You're not even gonna knit on it today?
Nope.
Oh, dishcloth. That's okay.
Nope. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got one more thing, but it's like, I'm not going to go get it. I'll show you it later.
Okay. I have
it's just more clothes, and I don't feel like putting it on. So, and digging it out. Go for it.
I feel you. Feel you on the clothing thing. I have clothing too, actually.
Go for it. Oh, nice. Look at you. Fancy.
Leggings. CVS. $8. I just cast on. So I finished a bunch of stuff. This is my only whip.
Understood.
I literally, well, we were talking.
That's funny.
It's going to be another blanket square for Dad.
Nice. Smart.
It'll be number 19.
Yeah.
So this is the Prairie Afghan. This was going to be square number 19. It's by Darlene Swaim. I'm really sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I think they're beautiful and great, and I'm going to knit another one.
Cool.
This yarn is Rowan Pure Wool Worsted.
Mm.
Yay.
So,
I was not a good girl, and I went looking in people's stashes for will trade or sell self-striping sock yarn. And then I found somebody who was selling an indie dyer who I really wanted, and it was a lot cheaper than usual, and so I bought it.
oh, it's already there. Wow, that's pretty crazy psychedelic.
So here's the tag. That's Stray Cat Socks, which, okay, like, cutest name ever.
Yeah, you're right.
This colorway is called Momentum. And it's really like primary schoolish, but with that lime green in there. I just really like it. These socks are going to be so much fun. These are what you would like. Okay, this is what I would wear when I wore these socks. I would wear like all black and then these socks.
Yes.
Right?
I know,
because
right?
this is all the color your outfit needs.
Yeah, it's all the colors. Yeah.
Stray Cat Socks is based in New Zealand, which I think is also fun. So they have New Zealand colorways like Aotearoa, which means the land of the long white cloud, and other kind of there's also Kiwi Christmas. So it looks like all of the greens of New Zealand plus a red. Because New Zealand, like, you think you know green, and then you go to New Zealand and you learn that you didn't really know green until you go there. Anyway, so I'm super happy with this, and I can't wait to knit it.
You know what it reminds me of is like the plastic glasses we would wear as a kid with like all the color.
All the colors.
All the colors. Yeah. Yeah. Cool beans.
So I'm super happy I got it for the cheap.
What pattern? Do you know what pattern you're going to use?
I don't, because I could do plain socks, right? Which would obviously just stripe. But there are some cool, like, people have made some cool patterns like Stitch Surfer, where half of the sock is with the self-striping yarn, and then the other half of the same sock is a solid color. And then the join it's not half, it's like a zigzag thing.
Cool.
And then there's another pattern called Skew. So then the stripes aren't horizontal, they kind of go wiggy waggy.
Cool.
Like this. They go like this.
Right. Yeah.
So there's some options, which is one of the reasons I wanted to get some self-striping yarn, because I have these patterns that have been in my queue for years that I want to make, that I need self-striping yarn in order to make. So.
Cool beans.
I was also, so I was not good, and I bought this yarn. Not like I'm not on a yarn diet, so it doesn't really matter. But I did not buy yarn today, even though somebody had a shop update, and I like looked, and I put things in a cart and everything, and I was like, no, Devon, back away. Back away. Just because she had her update today doesn't mean she's never going to have more yarn. Back away.
But what if she never has more yarn?
But what if she never has more? The one thing I wanted to talk about with self-striping yarn. I found this dye. So a lot of self-striping yarns, they're beautiful, and I don't mean this in any way, but they are like color combos that just aren't me. They're just like, a lot of people love them, but they're just not me. I found a dyer.
Uh-oh. I hope not, because then you're going to buy more yarn.
There is nothing in her shop that I don't want.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I only found her like about a month ago after her recent shop update, so everything was already sold out. And she hasn't had another shop update. And I can't find any information about like when it updates.
Oh.
I signed up for the newsletter. I haven't received any emails yet. And so literally I refresh her site every day So I'm like, is it gonna be today? And she's called London House. Her company is called London House Yarns. She's based in the UK. Right now, she has some really pretty Christmas colorways, including some Harry Potter inspired Christmas colorways.
Dangerous. Yeah.
So, she has one called Vintage Christmas. They're so pretty. One of the dyers whose podcasts that I watch bought some of her yarn. And, hand dyers, like, they know each other. And so she got, I think, more yarn than somebody like me would have. And actually, I have no idea. Maybe she was just there on the shop update and bought what she wanted. I don't know. But so she was like, I got this one and this one and this one. And I'm like,
Yeah. I'll take them all.
Yes. So I'm starting to kind of find out where the self-striping dyers are on the internet and when they have their updates so that I can get some more. Because super fun. I also just flung my knitting that was on my lap off of it when I picked up the yarn.
That's fun.
Whee! I'm gonna go get it.
How's my picture doing? Because yours kind of took a dive.
You're okay.
Okay.
It looks
As long
okay.
as it looks good on your end.
Yeah. It looks fine. Oh, I also forgot to mention. I have a sad story to tell.
Oh, okay.
These are the needles that I knit my Hermiones Everyday socks on. They're Knitter's Pride Naturalz. And
you're completely frozen for me now. Like, okay. I can't see anything you're doing.
Oh, everything's okay over here.
It'd be nice if I could actually see what you were showing me.
Well, imagine
I clicked it, and it did something, so now at least I can see you pixelated. Go for it. Quick, before I lose it.
I put my needles down and stuff, and then I was doing some things, and then I pushed myself to get off my chair. Crack.
Oh, no.
I broke my needle.
No. Take it off, sand it off, and you've got one short needle and one long needle, and it's a feature.
Little tiny needle.
Yeah. They sell things like that.
They do.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea. So I was pretty sad when that happened.
Pop it off, put it in a pencil sharpener, and then sand it.
Oh, no, I'd give that to Terry.
Okay. Understood.
I wanted to buy some new needles anyway, so whee! But that was my story. Is that a ring pop? What? Why?
It's like a ring pop, but horrible. We should probably put I should probably not put this like. I forget flashing lights can give people seizures. I have to be careful about that. Seizure warning.
Okay, I'll try and put something on our screen.
Thanks.
Yes. Sewing.
Yeah?
I really want to make leggings. I don't want to pay $90 for leggings.
I can understand that.
I know that stretch knit fabrics can be like a pain.
Right.
I also don't care. I'm just going to go for it.
Right.
So my plan is to buy some fabric and to make some. So there is a person who makes patterns for the internet for free. Some of her patterns are free and some of them are for pay. It's called Patterns for Pirates. And her leggings pattern is called Peg Legs, and it's free. So, okay, there's a step that's free that isn't always free, right?
Right.
So, free pattern. Now I have to get the fabric.
Right.
I can barely sew cotton, so this might be a disaster. I also have a friend who's been around on the planet for longer than I have, and is a very good seamstress. So I might just go over to her house and have her help me.
Yeah.
She offered, and I was like, yeah, sure, cool, why not? So I might do that.
Mm.
I also was wondering if you still have the picture of Mrs. Frizzle's dresses.
Yes, I do.
Those were awesome. And I would like the internet to see. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, are you asking? You want that fabric?
No, I'm just saying, look, like, pretty patterns, but it's 110 Australian dollars.
Yes.
Yeah, like, that's cray.
Yes.
For something that's literally just printed fabric.
Yes.
Yes. If you can figure out how to sew it, you will save yourself lots of money. That's all I was going with that.
I see. So what you were showing was something available for sale that is exorbitantly priced.
Exorbitant, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to try, because $9 is all about I want to pay for. Okay, I'll buy those leggings.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is I'm willing to spend like $40 on fabric if I make it.
Right.
Because then I am developing my own skill set, and that $40 is also an investment in my own growth.
Right.
As a person and as a sewist and as a crafter and a maker. But
then you get what your size too, like you can tailor it to yourself.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yep.
Miss Frizzle's dresses, do you have them? We were talking about this, and...
Do you want to send it to you?
No, can you show on the podcast?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me find the file.
So, Mrs. Frizzle, for people who don't know, there is a series of children's books called The Magic School Bus. And Mrs. Frizzle was this teacher who would take her students onto the Magic School Bus, and the Magic School Bus would go various places, right? To the moon, under the sea.
Yeah, in lava.
Jungle, to the top of a mountain, whatever. This bus went everywhere, and Mrs. Frizzle and the students would have various adventures.
Right.
And it was a lot of science education in a really fun package. Kind of one of those, like Bill Nye the Science Guy was an entrance for some kids to science. Right. Mrs. Frizzle was also, and still is, an entrance for some students into science, to be interested in it and to like it and to have fun with it.
Right.
Mrs. Frizzle has the best dresses!
Yeah, she does.
And somebody decided to make what would that be called? A gallery of all of her dresses from the books.
No, from the TV show. This one's from the TV show. So there might even be even more. This is just the TV show ones.
So when I go to work and I'm dressed like I've got like a fish's shirt or something, I just say that I'm channeling Mrs. Frizzle. Yeah. She would dress up like a dinosaur, whatever. Yeah. Oh, that one must have been about plants. That one must have been about constellations. That one must have been about the ocean.
Yeah.
So, just super fun. And then, of course, people make the dresses. And I just think that would be, what a great homage to a great character from one of our favorite childhood books. So.
This one cracks me up. It's like fruits and veggies, Yeah. Here's one of the dinosaurs.
Oh, right. And so she would also go back in time, right? Because it's a magic school bus. Because so she could go back to where the dinosaurs. Or make the bus really tiny. And then you got insects and stuff. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just thought that was really cool. And so much fun. So much fun.
And I'm kind of sad that it's just the dresses because she would always have crazy like jewelry and shoes too. Like for the planets one, she had like little planets on her shoes, like this big old pom pom, and it was cute. It was adorbs.
Yes, it was just so fun, so much fun.
Yeah.
So that's it for sewing. I have one more thing I wanted to talk about.
Right.
So in the Harry Potter Knit Crochet House Cup, this is break month is coming up, and I volunteered to be on staff for break month, and I'm helping with the self-care thread, which is so much fun because it's in creating things for other people to do during break month. It's helping remind me about things that I should be doing all the time.
Right.
I mean, you do them during break month, but all the time too.
Right.
So somebody posted a recipe for bath bombs, and I was like,
very nice.
Want to make. So I did.
Yay!
Kind of to see, how it works before break month in December. And also, I mean, there's not really a lot to show you. I'm going to show you, it's not going to be very interesting to see. But it was actually not that hard to gather the materials. The main things are baking soda. I have a giant Costco bag of baking soda, so done there. Epsom salt, which you can get at CVS. You can also just use sea salt. Yeah. The kind of weird ingredient is called citric acid, which
that's what makes it fizzy.
Is what makes it fizzy. So if you leave it out, it's not the end of the world. It just won't fizz. Like whatever, so.
And it'll help clean your tub.
There you go. I already have some, I had a little vial of essential oil. You could make it without essential oil. It would still be nice. Baking soda and Epsom salt is still a really nice little bath thing. And then it's held together with an oil of your choice. I actually like taking a bath with a little bit of olive oil. It's really silky and really nice for your skin. Or obviously coconut oil, which is more popular recently. So you mix that all together and then press it into a mold. I don't have molds, but I do have... Ooh, it's crinkly. I forgot to get it out. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Crinkle. It's the return of the crinkle. We should have called this podcast the Crinkle Sisters.
Yeah.
I'm not even entirely sure, I'm going to be able to get these out of here. But, ooh, they're super blowing out. There we go. So, here they are. Yay!
You can always scrape them out with a spatula or something if you needed to. I think they'll be fine, though.
Well, I just think that when I get them out, they might not stay together. They might crumble.
Yeah. Scoop it just right over the bath.
Which, I was just making these for myself anyway. So if they crumble, I'll just put it in an airtight container and I'll just use a scoop. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it was really fun to do it.
And educational.
Yeah, and I already had some lavender essential oil from a gift basket thing I got at our silent auction at school. It was, the Young Living. It's like the essential oils people. It's like Mary Kay, but for essential oils. Yeah,
they have the doTERRA too. Same thing.
Yeah.
It's the Mary Kay of essential oils. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a basket there's a rep at our school. And so there was a basket from her and it had these natural cleaning products and some dryer balls and a little vial of lavender essential oil. And I was like,
cool.
Sweet. I'm down with that.
Yep.
And that's how I'm going to get my essential oils.
That's funny. Yeah.
So it was really fun. And last night I took a bath and then because my hands were covered. So I just turned the bath on and like dunked my hands in.
It's the way to do it. That's cool.
So it was fun.
Where did you get the citric acid from?
Oh, I didn't say. You can, some of the internet says that you can find it at the supermarket, some supermarkets, along with pectin, because people use it for preserving food.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to Whole Foods, she took me over to the vitamins and minerals, like the supplements section. Mm-hmm. And around where the vitamin C stuff is, that's where this the stuff that I got was, because people sprinkle it on their seeds when they're sprouting things to prevent it from getting moldy.
Oh, clever.
Yeah, I had no idea. So that's what citric acid, some people use citric acid when they're sprouting. So if you have
yeah. Huh? I have some, but I use it for a completely different thing. Like I have it to clean my water heater. Like they're just like a little packet that you dump in and then mix with water and then set it to cleaning. So it gets rid of the scale.
Yeah. I didn't know that's what was the active ingredient in that. That's helpful for when I'm trying to combat scale.
Yeah. It works great and it's food safe. That's why they can use it. They use it as a preservative a lot of times too.
I did get a little bit on my tongue and it fizzed and it was a little weird.
Yeah, that is funny.
But I'm still alive, so it's not toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where you can look for it if you have like a natural food store, they might have it for people who are sprouting seeds if you're having a hard time finding it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You might be able to find it too at a big bulk store as like a preservative, you know, like you're making your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or go online and buy it in bulk really cheap and then make your people Christmas presents sorted.
That's how because when I bought it at Whole Foods, that was not the cheap way to go. That was the way because I was tired and it was like, well, it's here. I'm going to buy it. Yeah. But definitely buying in bulk online. This is definitely a great thing to do if you are low on funds and want to make presents for your loved ones, because who doesn't like a bath bomb? You can also, instead of using essential oils, you can use dried herbs. That will also give a nice scent to your to the bath bomb. So and the rosemary grows like everywhere. Like it's all over. People use rosemary as hedges. So if you're low on funds, just snip somebody's hedge and dry some rosemary and then you can make your own bath bomb. I'm just saying. That's what I would do.
But ask first.
Should I stop snipping? Should I not encourage people to snip in their neighbors' hedges?
Just don't get caught.
Yeah, just don't get caught.
We can't advocate for getting caught doing these things.
Yeah, don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Generally, I don't think it's a problem because I know how to pluck it that it's not being obnoxious, at a node. But a lot of people will just go up and cut something off and it looks horrible. So maybe look at how to prune ahead of time so you know how to hide you've been there.
Well, I think if somebody's using rosemary as a hedge.
Yeah, that's true. They generally wouldn't notice.
That's what I mean. Because like if you're using a hedge, one of those, I hate those things. Sorry, what were you saying?
It's mostly just that people will leave like a giant stick out like that. Like they've cut something off and they leave a stick. Like, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't be that person.
Don't be that guy. Yeah. But for rosemary, it could be fine. But yes, if you live in a Mediterranean place and it's not currently raining / snowing, you might be able to find some rosemary for free.
Oh yeah, I forget.
Yeah.
Not everyone lives in California.
No. We both blows. That's fine. Yeah. And baking soda you can get super cheap in bulk too, as long as you can find a place to do it. Sometimes Walmart has it, sometimes they don't. It's always kind of iffy.
Yep.
But I can't remember if I showed you this already, but I got my own of the, music box, make your own music box kit. This is the Kiekerland 15 note in C. They have larger ones and different brands and stuff, but this is sort of like the intro model for beginners. So I've been playing around with that. You mark it out and then punch it out yourself.
Cool.
So as long as you can figure out, how to put it in C and how to, deal with, because it's mostly like, only a melody will fit on it. But
I want to hear it.
I'll show you this one that I just started working on. So I put it on I set it on a cigar box because it makes it resonate better.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, and it makes the handle easier to get to too. The thing I don't like, I don't know if the camera is going to be able to catch it, but there's the cogs that are here are plastic.
Mm-hmm.
So they have kind of a squeak when you're turning it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is like literally the cheapest model of like DIY music box that you can get.
Mm-hmm.
But it does a job, and I thought it'd be fun, kind of to satisfy my need for music at the moment without getting too crazy expensive. Oh. It always resets itself at the beginning with the last notes that you did. That's why it's all discordant. Ugh, I'm like holding it wrong. So that's like half the song I've got.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Yeah, but it's been fun, and it's kind of been fun for learning music too. So we'll see. I have a couple more that I've done, and it has like the one that it came with, which is like "Happy Birthday," which was like, I don't need that. Woo! And then this one I was just like messing around with, trying to get a song, because like I don't know how to read music for beans, so it's been an experience.
Well, you got a lot of that out for not knowing how to read music.
Yeah, well, I'm getting there. Again, let me see if I can get it closer so you can hear a little bit better, because I don't know. It's just, I've got to like actually anchor this thing down so that it doesn't go anywhere.
Are we going backwards? Oh, this is a different one.
Yeah, this is a different one.
Oh, okay. I was expecting to hear the other one, and then I got really confused. No,
This is a song from a video game. So that's from the video game Undertale that I watched my boyfriend play, and like the soundtrack is so phenomenal.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's like simplistic, but amazing.
Cool.
And simple enough that it could be transcribed, here, because this is really just the repetitious, But
cool.
Keeps out of trouble, so there you go.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing when I have spare time. It's pretty much been that and studying. So I got these guys. They're sandworms from Beetlejuice. Yeah. And I don't know what it is about them, because they had about like half a second of screen time, but I love the sandworms. So, and it's like the fake gauges stuff where you put it on your ear and it looks like it's going through your ear kind of thing.
Uh-huh. But it's not really.
Right. Just got a wire. But the post is too long, so I have to snap it off and re-round it.
Have fun.
It's not as difficult as it seems.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. It's the work of 5 minutes, let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and then I got like a whole bunch of Harry Potter stuff. I went a little crazy. I got a Slytherin headband.
Awesome.
So that I can represent on the down low. So, I also
on
got...
the down low, your hair is green, your shirt is green, the jacket behind you also appears to be green.
Yeah.
On the down low, my shirt.
Subtle like a brick. That's me. And I finally broke down and got myself a Slytherin cardigan. So, here's the sleeves.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that I can, again, represent on the down low. It's worth it for your faces. Oh, and then, so I also found this little I read banned books button. It, popped off of somebody's stuff. So I was like, perfect, bam. I'll put the I read banned books on my Slytherin sweater, so.
I have one last thing I forgot about.
Go for it.
So last year during winter break was really when I did the most of my KonMari process.
Uh-huh.
And it's coming up to winter break again, and I never really finished it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I really I want to be done by the time winter break ends. It might happen, it might not. December is a pretty busy month, so we'll see.
Yeah, good goal. If it happens, it happens.
The major thing that I've done, it's not even that big a thing, but I did put my video game systems into a box.
Nice.
And that, and the games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still it's in the box right there. It's not even I didn't put it away yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to let go of it. We don't even have a TV anymore, and we don't have plans to get another one. Put it in a box, Devon. Put it in outside storage. Put it in a box. Yeah. If you ever want to get back into video games, they'll be there. Anyway, that's where I am.
Yep. Good luck and Godspeed on that.
Thank you.
Because you're going to need it.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think that's it for me. Do you have anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. Your face is worth it every time.
Before I say goodbye, you can hit subscribe and like and comment, and it helps other people find us. Do all those things. Come and say hi on Rav. We would love to see you. Come and post a picture of your fur baby.
Yeah.
We love to see the kitties and the cats and the dogs and the parrots and the rats. They're all welcome.
Yay.
Now bye. Bye.
Bye.